DC Universe's Swamp Thing really came out of the blue. No one was really expecting it. In other words, it beat expectations. From the beginning, DC Universe has been looked at as a joke, nothing to take seriously. There's no way it would ever be able to create anything close to its top competitors. I, for one, really enjoyed Titans and Doom Patrol, the live-action shows that are originals from the streaming service, but Swamp Thing is definitely on another level. It shouldn't come as a surprise, though. When you have names like James Wan tied to it, the real shame is that everyone doubted this show. So, what exactly does make Swamp Thing so great? Atmosphere is something that DC has been fantastic at for decades, from movies to TV to cartoons, so it honestly came as no surprise that Swamp Thing would have a very strong opening sequence. It completely sets the tone for the show, and honestly, the cameo of RJ Cyler that is in here really does do it for me as far as just getting me in the vibe for watching a DC show and having a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, the atmosphere for it in the swamp with this kind of dark and dingy looking boat and just these very shady people. It really sets the tone for the show moving forward. It captures the atmosphere, which is really important. In the pilot, Swamp Thing sets up a lot of interesting characters, the two main ones being Abby and Alec. Abby is a doctor with the CDC. This is shown to you. Alec is a biologist who comes off a little mad science-y. To some, this is also shown. There are also a slew of supporting characters that are introduced, some obviously given more time than others, but nevertheless each character fits and feels like they belong, which is really important when introducing characters and building them. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting characters to cover in Swamp Thing, which is another draw to this show and what makes it interesting and fun to watch. The plot of Swamp Thing is simple. Abby is sent to her hometown of Moray to try and figure out a mysterious disease that seems to be coming out of the swamp. So it's a mystery, which is perfect and fun and full of intrigue, which is kind of what I want to talk about next. So intrigue is something that a pilot needs more than anything. And honestly, Swamp Thing has this in spades. Whether it be talking about Abby's history in Moray, Alec's past, the swamp, the mysterious reason why that opening sequence even happens that we focused on earlier, and Swamp Thing's transformation. I'm going to avoid talking about these things in depth because of spoilers, because I'm assuming most people that are watching this video probably actually haven't watched Swamp Thing, and you guys need to change that because it's amazing. But yeah, it has so much intrigue, and it makes it very interesting, and it hooks you to the point where it has a really good rewatchability factor to it. I've watched the episode 3 times, guys. 3 times, and that's not just because I was making this video. Obviously that helps, but I enjoyed it that much, I watched it 3 times. So yeah, there's a lot of intrigue, and that gets everybody very excited for the episodes that are coming after, which is awesome. So yeah, intrigue. Good job, thumbs up, Swamp Thing. These are all things that really work together to make a great TV show. A fantastic one, in fact. We will have to wait to see how the season goes, but you have my full undivided attention, Swamp Thing. Bravo.